What's up everyone? Jeremy here. Happy 50,000 subscribers, and part of the 50,000 subscriber celebration, outside of opening amazingly expensive packs, amazingly historical packs, I decided to do a quick Q&A. And so I opened it up to the community and decided, I would answer 10 questions, and obviously a lot of these questions are questions I get asked all the time. And I thought it would be kind of fun. So one of the questions I get asked all the time is, what do you do for a living? And I think that just comes from the perception that I'm spending millions of dollars on cards. When you're young, and a lot of my audience is, and you're still in school or you haven't found your career yet, like a booster box for like 70 bucks might seem like, a ton of money. But when you get old like me, and you work hard, you can afford to buy some things. And what I do is I'm an internet marketing consultant. So businesses come to me to help them market their products online. I have big clients all across the globe, Australia, here in the United States. Got some clients over in Europe. And I work right out of this office. It's just me and my dog, and I'm fortunate to have found a niche that I'm pretty good at, and it affords me money to buy cards. Another question that I'm very commonly asked is like, what is your favorite format? So it's hard for me because I've never really gotten past limited. I enjoy limited, I enjoy the competition. I've always been a big fan of poker, and that kind of, you compete with the cards you got. Like, it's somewhat random, kind of like poker, and you do the best you can. And every time you do something on the battlefield, it kind of feels like you're making a bet in poker. And so I enjoy limited a lot. It is getting kind of stale for me. It's also a huge money pit, unless you're really, really good at it. And I'm not good enough to go infinite. But I think my origin, as you saw in my MTG origin story, was really like in casual. You just had a pile of cards and you built the best deck you could. I come from an era of 4-ofs. Like, there's no such thing, basically, of playsets. If you had a Royal Assassin back then, you played it. You only had one, but you played it. If you had a Force of Nature, you played it. People weren't going out and buying 4-ofs. Not in the way I learned or in the people that I played with. So another super, super common question is, what booster box should I buy? So this is sort of a touchy subject, and I just want to be real honest with people about this. I get this question every day. And I think, so part of me wants to say, like, look, buy whatever you want. And that's how I roll. But I realize that there's this hidden value part of playing this game, that people want to spend their money, but they also want to make sure that they have a good chance to get value and things like that. And so, like, right now in April 2014, cheap boxes of Return to Ravnica are very solid buys. But let's be real here, and without diving down the whole is it worth it path, the best way to spend your money in Magic the Gathering from a purely financial standpoint is always buying singles. There's no arguing that. There's no retail packaged item that will ever be cheaper than buying singles. But if you're like me and you have intrinsic value in things like opening a pack, or that rush you get when you rip a foil Jace, or even a regular old Planeswalker, that stuff has value to me. That shit has value to me. And so I open what I like. I'll go open a box of Dragon's Maze right now and just feel super happy if I get a Voice of Resurgence, even though I lost 50 bucks on the box, For me, I like opening packs. I like that rush. So I always tell people, just get whatever you want. If you're concerned about value, I guess, Return to Ravnica. But even then, like I said, you could still buy 5 Shocklands and a Jace AOT, which would be a great box for half the price of a booster box. You know what I'm saying? Another big question is, you know, do you make money on YouTube? No, I don't. I've grown to a size that I'm able to somewhat mitigate the costs of the hobby, but I'm not your typical Magic player, right? Like, limited is a really bad use of money. Opening packs is a really bad use of money, but hey, I've never been that guy, you know? I just like to have fun, and I like opening up packs, and, you know, YouTube has afforded me the opportunity to meet a ton of people, which has a huge amount of value to me. You know, hopefully one day Wizards will take notice and maybe we can get, I'd be happy with some spoilers or to just be acknowledged by them corporately. You know, that stuff all has value to me. So it's not, I do YouTube as a hobby. I don't do it as a way to pay for things, right? So I enjoy talking to you guys and growing, but it's really, really not about the money. Now, it helps and I like it, but it's not as much as most people think. What is your favorite deck to play? So, I think if I was anything, like, I would be a total Pauper Cube guy. I enjoy, like, there's piles of commons and uncommons behind me. Like, I would just enjoy building a deck of that. Like, going with my buddy, we got 2 piles of cards, who can build the best deck? Let's go. And let's, you know, put $5 on it to make it extra spicy. I don't know. But I enjoy casual. You know, I grew up playing burn decks, and so burn decks are always what I like. Unfortunately, there's really no viable burn deck out there right now, but you never know. What Magic card would I hide in my beard? The Theros Block Sealed Tournament. Well, assuming that it was pre-approved and I wasn't cheating, Theros Block Sealed is... There's a lot of really good cards. I mean, it's tough to say. I mean, I think I would probably bring in an Elspeth. I mean, why not? You could play... White is a very strong archetype. You know, she's just very, very, very strong. There are a lot of really cards that are really good in Theros Block. I mean, even 100-handed one, which was kind of a, you know, crumb bum rare in Theros, is very good in Theros Block Sealed. It's very difficult to deal with on turn 4. I mean, Nessian Asps, you know. But I think I would go with something mythic and something super, super powerful. So yeah, I think Elspeth. How does my wife feel about my Magic channel or me playing Magic? I would love to give you like a sappy story about how my wife and I met playing Magic, or how she enjoys it or whatever. Well, that's kind of not the case. She doesn't really have a problem with it. It's not her favorite thing in the world, but I think we've been together since high school. We've been together for many, many years, and she's seen me go through a lot of hobbies. I was big into remote control cars, like hobby grade stuff. I've been through a lot of hobbies, and you know, it doesn't really interest her, but you know, she knows it's something that I do, and she doesn't have a problem with it as long as I don't spend too much money on it. What camera setup do I use? Well, I'm shooting now on a Sony Alpha A7, I think. And downstairs I actually shoot on a HMC 150 camera. So they're both pretty spendy cameras, but you don't need that. One big thing, the most important thing I have downstairs is a really nice Rode mic, shotgun mic, that's kind of right in front of my face. So the audio quality stays good. I know already I'm not going to be super pumped, even though I have an external mic on this camera, I'm not going to be pumped about the quality. What is my favorite food? Okay, so my favorite food is probably pizza. I mean, I'm kind of a fat guy, I've always been a bigger guy. I need to lose some weight, but who doesn't, right? So I like pizza, man. I like cheap pizza, like Jack's crappy frozen pizzas. I like going out for expensive pizza. I just like pizza of all kinds. Pizza and Red Bull, you know, I'd probably die at 45, but I could probably eat it every day. How do I make a sweet MTG channel? This is question number 10, so, you know, I don't know. I think a lot of people say real, what's the word for it? Like cryptic stuff like do what you love. Well, that shit does not work in the real world. And maybe it does for like a really small amount of people, but if you want to build something up, you have to work your ass off. And even me, I'm looking at my videos that I've been putting out lately and I'm just not happy with them. They're just not good quality. I need to improve. You need to always be like striving to improve. You don't need an expensive camera setup. You don't need an expensive mic setup. But if you don't have those things, then you need to pay extra attention to the way that you film things, right? So make sure you have good light. Make sure that it's a quiet room. Make sure the TV's not on in the background. Make sure you have good, you know, planning. You pseudo script it. Most of you that have been with me for a long time know that I'm super sarcastic and you know, I'm really not a corporate guy, and that's why I work from home. But the thing with YouTube is its perception is reality, right? Just look what happened on that stupid Return to Ravnica video I did like 2 weeks ago. People got seriously pissed off that I ripped up a foil epic experiment. And it wasn't so much, and it didn't make me mad, but I think what it was that there was some perception that I was greedy or that I was spoiled, and that wasn't the case. It was just a poor attempt at humor. And there's a perfect example of how perception is reality, right? So I think, you know, you have to be willing to break out and put your face in front of the camera at some point, because people can only stare at a playmat so long. Now there's lots of channels. I mean, there are YouTuber channels that have 150,000 subscribers and all they do is open packs. But even they show their faces, you know? So I think taking time to plan your videos out, do minimal editing, and try to be original. I mean, honestly, opening up packs is really not that original. So you could open up packs. I did it. But I did it through brute force, basically. You know, just kept opening up boxes and tried to do more crazy stuff, and, you know, in a lot of ways I got lucky. But it's a lot of work. You can't just, like, you know, poop out a video and then go around and spam everybody's comment section saying, go look at my channel. You wouldn't believe how many people comment on my videos and say, check out my channel. And I do, and they have like 1 or no videos. So you can't put the cart before the horse. You've got to be patient, and you've got to be willing to grow 1 subscriber at a time. And that's really the way YouTube's set up. I mean, it's set up like the rich get richer, you know? It's not about, you know, there's a lot of good Magic channels that only have, you know, 500 subscribers or 1,000 subscribers, but they got to be patient and not quit. Look at, I mean, I think Jack the Mind Sculptor could, you know, be just as big as me, but he stopped making videos. You know, there's other channels, Weapons of Mass Gaming, they never bothered to diversify, so, you know, how much Duels of the Planeswalkers can I watch, or whatever. You know, those aren't digs on those guys. I like all of those guys very much. In fact, they have better personalities than me, and probably better at Magic than I am. But I'm just giving you an example of people that make really, really good videos that still didn't get, like, huge, you know? You have to be consistent. You have to be timely. So if you're going to do a Journey into Nyx opening, or any content around Journey into Nyx, you got to do it, like, right when it's coming out, when things are at a fever pitch. You know, on release days, I generally don't sleep because I'm doing unboxings, I'm shooting vlogs. Same thing on like pre-releases. You make some sacrifices. Like, it's hard for me to really enjoy pre-release sometimes because I'm worried about getting footage, or if I get a crappy deck, and I'm kind of like, it's a perfect example. I think my camera must have had, it's pretty new, it must have had like some cutoff at maybe 10 minutes or something for a file. So I guess what I was saying was, like, just taking your channel serious. It's like a job, you know, responding to comments is important, especially early on. Not that it's not important later on, but it's way more difficult. You know, when you get like 200 comments, it's hard. You gotta read them, you gotta pay attention to what people want, but ultimately you don't need a ton of money to do it. You can substitute time for money to do really good videos. There are a lot of people that make way better videos than me, and I'm really glad for the community. I think Magic is just beginning to really see an explosion in growth. If this movie isn't a complete flop, you know, that would be a huge surge for the game, I think, and Wizards is doing a pretty good job marketing to new players. And what other things I would fix, sure, but that's not what this video is about. So hopefully that helped you get to know me a little bit better, and you know, I'm really thankful for all of you guys, and I definitely want to do this again. I want to do this again at 100,000 subscribers. I want to do it at 200,000 subscribers. I think we'll get there, I really do. And I think I have to get better. I have to make better videos. I have to take more time planning my videos if I ever want to get there. I need to appeal to people that don't even play Magic yet. You know what I mean? So it's kind of an interesting mix, but I'm here for the long haul. I'm super glad you guys are here. I can't thank you enough for helping spread the word and always crushing that thumbs up button. And boy, it's been a fun ride, and I hope the ride to 100,000 is just as fun. I've got all these ideas, all these things I need to do to improve the game, improve my game, my videos, my channel, to appeal to more people, to be funnier, to be more than just opening up packs. I mean, those are the things I need to do to get where I want to go. And you know, 50,000 is good, 100,000 is better. So we'll see you at 100K. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll talk to you again real soon. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you haven't already, check out some of our most popular playlists, from MTG vlogs, sick gameplay videos, new product breaks, and some insane vintage openings. I upload 3 to 4 new Magic the Gathering videos every week, so if you haven't already, please take a moment to crush that subscribe button to join one of the fastest growing Magic the Gathering channels on YouTube. Talk to you later.